which leads me to what I was thinking about today. Is like I think everybody should think about what are they doing to change the world every day.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
So to me, I thought, okay, so I will try to make a Yang related video. If it's funny enough, like then I've done something. But I really want our vehicle drive from Missoula and around. I want the exposure this Saturday, on the 26th, when there's like hundreds of cars going up the Bitterroot Valley with like flags
cool.
saying Yang 2020 and universal basic income. And because I told you I had applied for a permit in Stevensville for the UBI march.
Yeah.
Okay, so conveniently they haven't gotten back to me.
Well, that's messed up just because this shows how much of a priority changes to them,
Yeah, but I think I might have sounded crazy because I was like, hey, I was just wondering, I don't want to break any laws or anything, but I have this idea in my head, and it's going to be 2,000 people in Stevensville marching for universal basic income. And I understand that even if I say that to you, I sound like pretty like outrageous, right?
Just knowing how passionate you are about it, why not give it a shot? It's like if you're a mayor of a town, you should do it because you care and want the people you are a mayor for be out there. I don't know how to explain it. Like you want
So you think that because he's a mayor with and it only took him
95
votes to get elected, that he should be like, yeah, I think I have to support the civil rights of everyone. There is freedom of assembly.
Well, no, but he should at least hear you out.
Yeah, I know. But there's this thing that happens in business where people are just like, oh, you know what? I'm just not going to return that phone call or email and see what happens.
No, I know, but I want to know what he was doing instead then,
Well, I think to him it might sound a little bit scary. It's like, I don't want 2,000 people in the streets of Stevensville. I don't know what this is about. Da, 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 da. So I thought it was kind of funny because just by applying for the application, I got this I think he's kind of a conservative young kid mayor. He's 12. Oh, yeah. And I got him to think about universal basic income. So now I've got local government thinking about universal basic income. Yeah. So I win no matter what.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're going to drive from Missoula all the way down the valley. And I've got 2 trailers. I own 4 cars. Dude, on my own, I'm a parade. So.
I'm so proud. Yeah. I think, you want to know today, the 2 most impactful things to our world I saw, personally, was you trying to make a banner. Mm-hmm. Or flag, whatever it was, for Yang.
It was Model 1.
You
Model
had good intentions.
But I was thinking about it. Should I have just used the $27 to donate to the campaign and just watch, TV all day? I don't know.
But are you gonna spark up an interest in people and knowing curiosity?
Yeah.
What is this?
But this is the first time I've ever tried to put myself out there politically.
It's
just wearing the Yang hat to the games. I'm yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. You guys are gonna have to ask me what math is.
You move your hat a lot too. You just want attention. But
and so when I deliver stuff too, when I'm nice to people, I want to be wearing the math hat because I'm hey, how's it going?
Well, I've had people when you're not at work, they ask oh, he should wear his math hat and stuff. And I'm do you even know what that stands for? And they're no, what? I'm make America think harder. Yeah. Think harder, man. and then they're what? What is that for? And then I start talking about it. It's they don't know unless
it's a conversation starter. And so if we drive, okay, if we start off, I'm going to talk to the Missoula people tomorrow. But if we start off at the Grizz game, and there's 27,000 people at a Grizz game, right? That's exposure. And then we get the 13 people in the Yang Gang in Missoula to drive with us. That's 25 cars driving up and down the Bitterroot.
Just do it during rush hour because there's traffic, and that way people are forced to just stay behind us.
Well, and actually, I was thinking this has so much momentum. I want your mom to call all the people she knows in Vegas, be hey, don't forget to drive around with a Yang banner this weekend, And that's why I wanted to do the video of the creating this stuff, because if you order a lot of stuff on Amazon, you're not going to get it until after the 26th.
Well, I have Prime. 2-day shipping, so. So I'm gonna
So I mean,
get some markers from Party City and write up Yang on my car.
So actually, if you think about it, it's a return on investment, right? So you're 19 years old, right? So in 2 years from now, you could be making $1,000 a month. Like, you should be willing to spend whatever you have to make this happen.
And it can get me out of debt.
Yeah.
And I can finally stop living with my parents.
You never want to stop living with your parents.
No, but what I mean is I'll have that option.
And so you're interested in the option.
Well, I love you guys, and I love living here, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of people who probably don't like living with their parents, they'll have that option. A lot of kids my age are in debt right now.
Right.
And I just went to college for 1 year.
Right. That's it. So, I will be 62 when I pay off my college loans. I've paid more on my college loans than I borrowed in the first place already, and they've only gone down like small percentages.
Hey, don't cry.
It's 7.5%. It's locked in. People are paying like 0% interest on things, but I've got 7.5%. There you go.
Might as well could have had like a couple cars or something, you know?
Yeah. So Yang talks about this, like over prescribing college. So I prescribed college to you. You went down for a year. You're scared of debt.
It's also an expectation.
Right.
Which, you know, there's Yang.
Right.
He, entrepreneur, right?
Right.
A lot of people are entrepreneurs that never went to college and are making more money. An example that's not that. I mean, it's pretty great, but it's not. But like,
talk about it.
You know, motivation. I mean, okay. Kylie Jenner.
Oh, no, I'm not going to use that one.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is, like, just hear me out.
Okay,
I'm not, like, her biggest fan or anything.
All right.
But what I'm saying is, she didn't go to college, millionaire. You know?
Billionaire, I heard.
Yes, that's what I meant. Not, you know, youngest billionaire.
Yeah, okay. But that machine was handed to her.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, you should go to college.
Yeah.
But it's not the end of the world if you don't.
Right. Because Kylie Jenner doesn't have to go.
No, okay, calm down. Like,
I get it. So there are examples of Steve Jobs might be a better example if you ever try to explain it in the future.
There we go. I was just saying something that people might relate to a little bit more. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. There's actually all those annoying kids that Julian like used to watch when he was a kid on YouTube. Like, oh my God. But they're probably all millionaires. Ryan's a millionaire.
Oh, for sure. And that kid's younger than all of us. Like, Miles' age, man.
But you know it was his dad in the background, like, all right, I'm going to edit this all night long. My son is the most amazing thing on earth. You know, and the mom thought, hey, my son's the most amazing thing on earth. It worked. I'd watch Milo all day, you know?
Yeah.
Steve Jobs, though. So, but that's the thing about UBI, is it creates all of these opportunities for people to be just slightly more comfortable at your age without feeling oppressed. And then you start to think about life as the different set of possibilities. And then so you don't join a relationship with a man to join finances.
Yeah,
you
that's
don't.
where I kind of was going for in the beginning. Options. Just options, you know. Right now it doesn't feel like people have options because of everything. But, like, $1,000 could change so much.
Right. So it would be the equivalent of what you're making currently. Yeah. And so if you add what you're making on top of that, you're like,
like I can finally save money, you know, and don't have to live paycheck to paycheck.
Oh, now I can get my tonsils out.
Yes, that is my situation right now, guys. And, like, I'm not even making that much money, but I still don't even qualify for
Medicaid.
Yeah. That's enough. What do you mean?
Like the marketplace? Have you priced an individual health plan? I have failed you as a father. You can purchase it at a per month premium.
I know. I.
What am I looking at?
But again, options. You know, do I have the option right now? Like right now. Let's say I can't breathe. You know? So, like, is it an option where I don't have to really worry about it, or
Yeah.
worry about my okay,
Yeah.
on top of my debt
Exactly.
from college?
Maybe you could actually go to the doctor, be like, I want to price this out. You tell me how much it is. I'll figure out whether I can afford it. You know? Did they tell you how much it was?
They said it was a lot. They
No.
really said it's going to be a lot. You're gonna
That's
either
the
need
number they
insurance-
used is a
Yes.
lot.
Yes, they really did. They said, I hope you have insurance, they said.
They said, Lord help you.
No, they did. And so I went to get health insurance, right?
Yeah.
In Nevada. And then I went back to them. I was like, I got it.
Yeah.
You know? And then they were like, oh, we don't accept that insurance. And I was like, are you
Oh.
kidding me? I was like, I'm trying to do everything. You know, they make it impossible for you.
Yeah, I did what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have told me which one you accepted.
And so I think that's why the very progressive part of the Democratic Party has only been talking about healthcare, because it's so broken like that. You should be able to ask a doctor, like, all right,
Like,
for a
yes.
day in the hospital and a few hours of your time, you tell me what it's going to cost.
And some people
You know?
have worse problems than me, you know? And I'm just thinking, that
Yeah.
sucks. Like, I didn't ask to, like...
You didn't have to.
snore at night, you know? And, like, also with, like, there's a lot of things in life. They don't... I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm blind, too, and I have to pay to see.
Yeah.
Things like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why is that a thing?
Anyway. I want to cry after this healthcare conversation. But you could say to those progressives that are like, if you ever meet somebody that's more liberal than me, you could you could say to them, no, listen, Andrew Yang cares about healthcare too. He's about moving the incentives in the right direction, putting a plan together that actually makes it all financially solve it. You know, it's like, yeah, you could just jump out there and be like, you know what, college needs to be free and healthcare needs to be this. And it's like, wait a second, you've got to put a plan together that works, like really works, you know?